Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Lisa Levinson. I am the Campaigns Director for In Defense of Animals, and we are thrilled to present this very special program for November for our Fireside Chat. And as we get started, I'm going to introduce you to some of the folks here, my colleagues. We've got Bob Price, who's our Development Director. Hey, Bob.
Right.
And we also have our another development associate. We've got Mary Easonsey. Hey, Mary.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here.
And she'll be helping with the chat box today, so you can converse with her. And we have actually the star of our show, who is Stéphanie Gérard. She is our wonderful outreach person here at In Defense of Animals. She is doing some exciting new programming with us, and she's going to share something fun with you today. So, hi, Stephanie. How are you?
Hi, Lisa. Hi, everyone. My name is Stephanie. I'm so happy that you all made it today.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you today. And Stephanie's going to go through some really interesting new ways to support in defense of animals and animals around the world. So you're welcome to take it away.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Hi, everyone. Yeah, so I am the outreach specialist for In Defense of Animals, and I also do a lot of content creation for social media. And that comes with also, a lot of really nice responsibilities, I would say, which is you can use social media for really good stuff. And we all love animals and we can create fundraisers. And that is why I'm here today. I want to show you all how to create a fundraiser on Facebook, which is a platform that already exists. You don't have to go anywhere and open up an account and build your stuff. Literally, Facebook will just teach you how to do it very, very simple, in a very simple way and order. And I'm here obviously to show you how to do it. So if you have any questions at the end of this, please let us know, and I will do my best to show you how to do it. And also because a lot of people think that it's only like for a special event or for a birthday. And no, it can be anytime. So you can be helping animals actively from a social media that you already have and use constantly and, be a part of the change. So now let's begin. If you have any questions at the end, just please let us know, but let's start. Thank you, Mary. All right, guys. So, welcome everyone. Today I'll show you exactly how to create a Facebook fundraiser for In Defense of Animals. It is quick, it is effective, and it is one of the easiest ways to raise money to help animals in need. So, as you can see, this is exactly the steps. So, why a Facebook fundraiser matters? I'll do a quick walkthrough to create a fundraiser. I have a screenshot guide as well to help you all follow the steps, and then optimization and promotion tips, and then common mistakes to avoid because sometimes you make an amazing fundraiser and then you don't raise money and you're like, why? What happened? And that is discouraging, obviously. So this is the I'll show you the common mistakes, and then we'll have our Q&A. So we'll start with the why and then move exactly on how to create, and then just finish with the tips, mistakes, and questions. So let's go to the next one. So we do it for them. Everything we do here at In Defense of Animals, and all of you at home following this, we do it for the animals. Each donation through your fundraiser directly supports rescues, rehabilitation, and care for animals is exactly like this. So every single fundraiser truly makes a difference. Every dollar you raise helps all of these animals get the care that they deserve. Then the next one says, it's this one is every animal saved has a story, and every fundraiser helps write it. These faces are the reason why we show up every day. This is why I do it. This is why Lisa, Mary, Bob, everyone at In Defense of Animals, and you guys from home can help. Every fundraiser helps us write more happy endings, one rescued life at a time. This is the quick overview of how it works. As I said, you don't have to wait for your birthday. Facebook always will remind you, this is your birthday. You can create a fundraiser on your birthday. It's a great time to do it. Yes, but you can start any single day. So when you see the reminder on Facebook, it is a great idea to do the fundraiser, of course, but you can do it anytime. And it's literally just a few clicks and it can be done instantly from, as I said, the platform that already exists. Uh, this is exactly the steps that will follow. So next slide is you create the fundraiser, you select nonprofit, you have to search for in defense of animals. I'll show you exactly how you do it. You set up a goal, an end date, a story of why you're raising the funds, and you share it to your Facebook page, and the funds route directly to the nonprofit in defense of animals. So you can share all the updates, thank the donors, and that also keeps the momentum going. Why Facebook fundraiser matters. Reach. So you tap into friends instantly. You don't need to do anything else but share. You just share with the arrow. It networks instantly. It is something that, people can donate really easy. It is mobile friendly because sometimes, if you're not on a laptop or a normal computer desktop, it's hard for people. But the fact that Facebook makes it so easy to donate through Facebook, that's like the best thing you can do. Um, Donations, comments, everything that you do will encourage more gifts. And of course, you have to keep up to date, which is really, really simple. I'll show you how. It is cost effective. Fundraiser built into a platform that people already use. So you don't have to go to any other platforms and create an account and what was my password, what username. All of these things are so easy because you have it in your Facebook. It's literally right there. And also, you pair your ask with a photo and video increases for donations. Facebook does not charge for any fundraising. Like literally all the money that you donate and your friends donate, everything goes directly to the fundraiser. Other platforms do though. So that's why we love fundraising on Facebook, but it doesn't matter. So the next slide, you can see here. Let me see. So this is your starting point. It might look a little bit different depending on whether you're on a phone or a computer, but both will take you exactly the same screen, the same time, and everything is the same. So as you can see, it can be fundraisers. That is how your Facebook on a desktop would look. Some Facebooks, for some reason, instead of fundraisers, says raise money. It is exactly the same thing. So you can look for fundraisers, desktop. You can see the middle one. It's fundraisers, and that one is on the mobile device. And another example is it says raise money. So exactly the same thing. Both all of these three pages will lead you to the correct page. And then this one you can see here, this is really simple. This step makes sure that all the funds go directly to the organization. So once you choose in defense of animals, Facebook handles the donations securely. There's no need to do anything else. So here, what you'll do is you choose raise money. Right there, you can see the blue button. You raise money. You can see like I've raised money for like other associations. You can always pick your favorite nonprofit in defense of animals. We do a lot and we have a lot of amazing partnerships in India and Philippines. And that's why we encourage you to send the donations for in defense of animals. So you raise money, then you have the search bar. You search for in defense of animals. You make sure that's the one. And you can see exactly it's the San Rafael, California right there. So you pick that one. And then the next slide, this is what you do. You add the fundraiser title. So you add right there, you say Stephanie, like that one, for example. It says Stephanie's fundraiser for in defense of animals. And then you set a goal amount and then you select an end date. Usually a month is enough. And a nice cover photo. The cover photo has to be something really that engages with people. So I'll tell you a little bit more And the next slide about about these things. So you have to write a story as well. So you have to explain exactly what you're using the funds for and how your donations will be used. This encourages more people because sometimes it's like, okay, I will give you some of my money, but where is this going? So when you let people know exactly where their money is going, they most likely will donate because you have a goal. You show them exactly where it goes. And as you may know, in Defense of Animals has a lot of amazing campaigns, whether it's the dogs in Turkey or stray cats in all of these countries where animals really have zero rights. It is exactly where it goes. We actually had one recently. It was for an ambulance in India, and it was really heartbreaking to see how they couldn't even transport the animals. And that is exactly where In Defense of Animals comes and, you know, gives all the money to try to make it a little bit better for all these abandoned animals. So this is exactly where the heart of your fundraiser is. You have to speak from your heart. You have to share your connections to the animals, and you have to share exactly why you support In Defense of Animals. Then on this one right here, the next slide, once you click create, your fundraiser goes live instantly, and you can invite friends, post about it, share updates. So as you can see, you can select the amount, right? Um, I'll talk about the amount in a second. Then you select an end date. For example, today is November 24th. So if I created today fundraiser, I would pick it by, it's a really nice Christmas gift to have, to donate some money for the animals. So a month, that's pretty reasonable. If you guys have Instagram connected to your Facebook, you can also share it there. No need to share if you don't. And then you click on create, and then it will go live, and you can see the congratulations. Your fundraiser has been published, and it is really, really easy. If you click on the get started, you can see how you can share with your friends. You can share on your feed. You can even donate to your unfundraiser to start creating that momentum. And that is really, really amazing. If you do like a match, for example, when I raise the first $100, I will match those. And that also is encouraging for all the other donations that could happen. So the next slide. So here you can see title, fundraiser story. You have to keep it very personal and very specific. It's like, getting into people's hearts. And if you believe in saving animals and if you believe in Defense of Animals, this is exactly why you need to follow these steps and let people know why you're so connected to In Defense of Animals, why you believe in what we do for the animals, and that will touch people's hearts. You might want to include as well, a very clear ask is also very important. If you say like, I don't know, if I want to raise $250 because it goes to the animals in India, it is very random and some people don't like that. So if you're more specific about they're raising money because they need an ambulance to transport the animals, $100 will go for this, $5 will go for that. This specific shares and asks will help people decide, oh, this is exactly what we're gonna donate for. And that makes it easier for people. Like, just think about it for yourself. If you know exactly that your $50 are gonna go for some shots for a dog that was found in a horrible condition, you're like, okay, this is where it goes. And you can always reach out to us and we will tell you, the available campaigns, everything that we have going, so you can have a specific ask. And then you can add one call to actions and a thank you line as well. If you want to take a screenshot of this, this is exactly your quick cheat sheet to make it simple, personal, and always to be thankful is what performs best. And the next slide. So here, for example, this one I created. So the one that you can see above that I created, that was more like an open thing to create, but this one, for example. Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I'm raising for funds for in defense of animals because animals in need shouldn't have to suffer for want of care. $25 helps provide vaccinations. $50 helps provide medical supplies. $200 helps with urgent surgery. If you can give today and share this page with friends, it means the world to our rescued animals. Thank you for standing with us. This is exactly what a specific ask is what I mean, because then they know, okay, so there was a dog that was attacked and he needs surgery. This is exactly where the money goes. And the sharing with friends, some people can't donate. Even sometimes if you go from like the lowest, like $5, $1, all of these money helps. So if you say $1 will literally encourage more donations and it will go for vet care, all of these things, people will start donating. And if they can't, you can always ask them to share because there's always going to be someone that maybe at that moment they are, in a better position to share. And that is what matters, that you can ask them. If you can't donate at the moment, you can always share the fundraiser. So share the story, make it sound your own, make it sound natural. Don't make it too long because sometimes people, especially in this era where we're like with the spans at attention of 10 seconds and we swipe and we move, keep it short. Make it your own, connect with emotion, and always ask with a specific action. And then let's go for the tips. So, the tips. Consistency is going to be your key. Regular updates, small, clear ask is exactly what performs best. So, for example, use a strong, friendly cover of animals, usually close up from whether it's a cow, a pig, a dog, whatever it is that you're going to be using to connect with people. If your thing is dogs, use dogs. If your thing is helping cows, do whatever you feel is going to connect more with your audience. Set a realistic goal, not too low, like $25, but not like let's raise $10,000 because sometimes that is unrealistic. And an end date usually, like I said, 30 to 60 days is the most common one. I use 30 days. I think that's perfect, especially if you're like, for my, I don't know, if it's for your birthday, for this Valentine's Day, let's raise money to save animals from the typhoon in the Philippines. And we're going to be raising $2,000. And then you can start. This is exactly like the points that I always recommend that you use. Pin the fundraiser as well to your profile for visibility. You can pin it. It's really simple as well. It's the three dots. You can pin the post and ask for specific amounts. So $25 for vaccines, $50 for gas for the ambulance. Always ask for this specific thing so people can know exactly where the money is going. And the matching gifts. So you can say, I'll match the first $100. And then you have, 3, 4 friends. You have the 100 and then you match it. You make a nice video saying, hi guys, thank you for your first $100. This is my matching. If you have the possibilities, that's always a really good thing to do. Okay. And then promotion and sharing plan. So remind people that they don't have to make a big donation. Like I said, $1 is fine. Some people really feel bad because they're like, I don't know if I'm going to donate $1. What if it's not enough? But it is like for us, for the animals, that dollar times, I don't know, $50, it makes a difference. That literally can save an animal's life. So sharing the fundraiser is very powerful. And this is the promotion plan because usually we make a mistake and we share the fundraiser and then we forget about it. And then this is exactly the mistake that I was telling you about. So day one, you create the fundraiser, you share to your timeline with a personal note, and you invite 20 to 50 friends. Really easy, invite friends, you click on the invite, share. On day 2 to day 7, you need to post an update. You share something relevant. You share to your groups, to your messenger, to your close friends. You can share also the link for like personal like iMessage, WhatsApp, whatever you use. You can also share their email, and you can post an update and say, if I don't know if it's not going well, you can say like, "Hey guys, I haven't received any donations for my fundraiser." Uh, and I have to remind you that this is exactly for this reason and this reason. We're rescuing these animals from this and that, but you have to be very specific, and that's going to create a little bit more of momentum. So if you don't have any donations in the first days, don't get discouraged. It just means it needs a little bit more love and more attention. And use stories with a link to the fundraiser. You have an amazing platform with us in Defense of Animals, where literally we have updates constantly on our website, everything. You can use it right there. So what you do is you can email us. We're always available for you. You can click on the campaign that you're sharing, and you just grab the link of in defense of idausa.org. There's so many campaigns that we have going. You grab the link, you paste it on an update, and that's it. People will go and they can see all of the things that we work for. So it makes it really easy. It's not that you have to like go and record yourself. We have the updates for you. We make it easier for you so you can make a short video, post a link with a note, and ask friends to share. Explain why this matters and give suggested text. So you can say something really simple like, hey, there was a typhoon in Philippines, and we need donations for In Defense of Animals because they're rescuing this amount of animals. And you can share the link from idausa.org, and that's it. And then use email and mention to add the link. So like I said, if people cannot donate, sometimes sharing is the best thing they can do. If they can't, someone that they know might be able to. And that's also great because this is how we create the fundraiser and how it gives movement to it. And here it is, the next one. So stewardship, thank donors and keep them engaged. It is so important to keep them engaged. So people love seeing impact. When you share your results, you're inviting them to stay connected long term. So send a personal thank you note, and a private, you can, if you see someone, giving $10, send them a note. It really takes 10 seconds of your time. Hey, thank you so much for donating. Thank you, Lisa, for donating. This $10 will help In Defense of Animals a lot. And then you can make a public comment as well, right there on the updates, like writing a Facebook post. You can write right there. You can write right there something really like, thank you so much for these. Let's keep it going, guys. Encourage them. Encourage them like you would like to be encouraged. Post updates showing impact. Like I said, In Defense of Animals has an amazing website where we keep everything up to date, and you can literally just share the link and be like, these were the dogs that were saved from Turkey. And then you can say, this is the dog that just got adopted, and this is the trip from this dog that came all the way from Turkey. And we have all of those things available right there for you. So the updates will be really simple for you to follow. And then when the fundraiser ends, you have to post the final results. The update is so important, and the follow-up of how the funds were used, because sometimes we forget that. And if you don't post the results, when you post the next fundraiser, people are gonna be like, well, yeah, but what happened to that last one? I don't know what you did with that last one. So when you finish your fundraiser, just tell them, this was the dog that we rescued from Turkey, this was the journey, and this is the dog with the new family. And we have all that available for you. We have the photos, we have all the material that you need to make this fundraiser successful. And we do the work for you. You just need to share, and you'll be literally rescuing animals alongside all of the campaigners, all of the people that are there on the ground. You'll be right next to them with these fundraisers. So you can be an example here. Thank you so much for your support. Your gift to my In Defense of Animals fundraiser helped so many animals. I'm so grateful you made this possible. And then let me see. Okay, the next one, common mistakes. Guys, this is really important because common mistakes happen all the time. I did it and then I learned from it. Um, it doesn't help when, so it's these mistakes are really easy to fix and it does make a big difference. The biggest one, it is not posting updates. This is where engagement of your fundraiser will drop, and that is what we want to avoid. So you have to make the updates. Oh, sorry, my pen is falling. Okay, so a vague story. Like I said, if you say, "Hey guys, I'm raising money for in defense of animals. I don't know what they do, but something about defending animals." That's not gonna work. You have to be more specific. No clear ask. Any amount works. Thank you. We don't know where it's going, but yeah, just donate. People don't like that. You have to be very specific and clear on what you're asking for. It doesn't matter if you create 30 fundraisers throughout the year. It's great. This one is exactly just for the dogs in Turkey, for the typhoon in Philippines. This is for farmed animals, for slaughterhouses, for all of these things, their specific ask. It's really simple. You can pick a campaign and make it personal. No photo. If you don't add a photo on the cover, that's also a big mistake. There's so many cute photos of animals, and there's also so many photos of, you know, that really literally break your heart. And sometimes we need to use those if it's something very specific, like a certain abuse in India or China with the Yulin Festival, all these things. If you want to use something that, moves people and you think that's exactly what it's gonna work, use something that will connect with people. And then another mistake is not sharing or not inviting friends. Sometimes you're like, I'll create the fundraiser, but I'm not going to share and just let it work. It doesn't work like that. You have to share. And it's literally one click. Share on my feed. That's it. It's a click, you share, and people see it. Share every day. Share it every day on your wall. It takes 5 seconds and it is right there, and you keep the momentum going. Another mistake is no posting updates. Like I said, if you do not post updates, that that makes people not want to donate because they're like, well, yeah, but what is my money doing? Why would I, donate to this nonprofit instead of this one? Why would it? And people start, I mean, and they're valid questions, and that is why when you follow all of our website and all of the updates that we have, we make those updates for you. You can see all the stories that we share from all our amazing partnerships all over the world, where literally we have people rescuing animals every single day, whether it's here in the US, whether it's internationally. We have all of those things. So pick the campaign that talks more to your heart, that speaks from the soul, and you're like, I love dogs. We have plenty that need the funds, literally, for something as basic as vet care, as water, as food. And then leaving the fundraiser alone. That's another common mistake. You create an amazing story, you post it once, and then you forget about it. That's not going to work because it's never going to reach a goal because obviously you didn't share it. So you have to be on it. Make it your daily task. Check it out, post an update, say, hi, friends, share. This is what you need to do. So when you expect organic reach only, that's the other mistake. Sometimes it doesn't work because people don't know what you're doing. So you have to ask. It's totally fine. You can ask, hey, Mary, could you please share my fundraiser to your Facebook? It would really help. And Mary will say, yes, Stephanie, of course, I'll share on my page. Once she does that, you have all these open windows of more. It's not only from your Facebook page, but it opens up to a world of Facebook where one share becomes 2 shares, becomes 50 shares, becomes 200 shares. And then you can keep that going. And then, okay. So if you guys are ready to create yours, remember, create the fundraiser, tag in Defense of Animals page so we can also thank the donors publicly. We are here for you as well. You are helping us help animals. So what we want to do is, yes, when you create the page, of course, in Defense of Animals, but when you post and share on your wall, tag in Defense of Animals, we see you. We see you. And I mean, as a donor, the fact that the nonprofit literally thanks you as well, that is also very encouraging. So you can say, you know, tagging, oh my God, this is this friend, Mary, Bob, and Lisa shared my fundraiser, and they all donated $20. Tag us. So in Defense of Animals, we have an amazing social media team. So they will go and say, thank you so much. So when Bob, Lisa, and Mary see Bob, thank you, Lisa, thank you, Mary, thank you, they will be like, oh my God, yes, my donations worked. And that is exactly what we want. When we thank them publicly, it changes the whole thing. So the quick checklist that you guys need to do is remember title, rescue dogs from Turkey, Stephanie's fundraiser. Photo, it can be a cute dog, it can be a heartbreaking photo, because that is the reality of animals as well. Your story, share, update, and the thank you. That is it. That is all you need to do to help us help animals. Everything goes through Facebook. You don't need to do anything. And you literally help animals from a click, from a share, from a donation. And this is why we do it. We do it to keep saving lives. Um, and then, well, yeah, that's about it. We will have a Q&A right now. Um, in case anyone wants something, has something to say. And then last slide. Yeah, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the patience and for listening to me. I love creating these fundraisers on my social media. It's really easy and simple to do. It's a click away. And I think that everything that we can do, even if you think it's a small thing, it makes a huge difference for animals. And like I said, you have all of the material in our amazing website where you can see every single thing, all the updates, all of these things, they're available for you. So you don't need to be like, oh, I wonder where this money is going. Literally right there, we have updates every single time for all of our campaigns. So thank you so much. Let me know if anyone wants like another quick walkthrough, if yeah, if you have any questions creating the fundraiser. And yeah. Okay, so Diana says, does IDA actually keep track of what each contribution is dedicated? Yes, we do. Yes, of course, Diana. We keep track of everything, all the money that goes to a specific cause, everything is on track. Absolutely. It is used accordingly. I know that's a big question for a lot of people. Is like, how do I know that the money is going to go to the correct place? And that is why exactly we use a nonprofit like in Defense of Animals, because you know that the funds will go directly to the campaign because you will see the progress. It's not like we found this abused cat and then you don't hear anything else. You see the cat, how they rescued, how it's going, how da da da. Everything that you need will be there. Thank you, Diana. And Charlene, thank you so much, Charlene. If anyone has any other questions, I'm here to
I think
respond.
there was one question that I got an answer for. Thank you. With regards to donations through Facebook, Facebook does not take a cut. There's just an electronic processing fee, which is similar to any credit card would
Exactly.
do that. And it goes through the secure PayPal giving fund. So
Yeah.
that was a question that was somewhere in there. It's so hard to scroll and keep track of everybody in the chat, but that was one of the questions that I remember seeing. So,
Yeah, Facebook, exactly like Mary said. Yeah, it's just like a credit card processing fee, I guess, but it's
mhm.
really low. It's really not, they don't take any like um cut out of it. And oh, will we get copy of the slides? I mean,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
So the answer was
yeah.
yes to that one.
And you
Yeah.
get a copy of all of these videos so you can see me more explaining again everything.
So we have two ways to review this. One is that we'll be posting this on our YouTube channel, and then you'll be able to see it from there. Also, we will send out the link to this Google Slides that you can access. We'll put that into the email that everyone will get who registered for this, that will come with along with the replay link. Great
Uh,
question. Thank you.
oh, here. How do we know if it's legal for us to fundraise? If not, would it be better to just make one's own money and just donate it directly? Okay. Um, sorry, Brittany, I don't understand if it's legal for us to fundraise.
The platform that Stephanie's reviewing with everyone is legal. It's one that's used quite frequently by people, activists of all kinds, people who love animals. That's why Facebook created it. So yes, it is completely legal, and we're this effort is to try to make it a little more easy to understand how to do it and to not be too intimidated because, as Stephanie mentioned, it's actually pretty simple, but these tips that you shared, Stephanie, are very, very helpful. I'm going to be looking at this the slides, and even you
Mm.
can copy some of the verbiage. You can then make it even easier to put together your fundraiser.
Exactly.
So,
And literally we have right there like the campaigns that you see at idausa.org. You can see all the campaigns and you can use that because we already, we take a lot of time as well, explaining the stories that we're making better for the animals, right, Lisa? So I mean, and Mary, who writes a lot as well. So she takes a lot of time making it, easy and simple to explain. So you can literally just like copy that and share. But yeah, it is legal, and you can also make your own money, and then you can donate it too. I mean, that works. I mean, thank you, Brittany. That's amazing. You can always just, you know, I want to donate this, and which is also great. I mean, every single dollar helps. Natalie says you need to register as a nonprofit, right? So Natalie, well, IDA is registered as a nonprofit. So that's why you can find us when you say create a fundraiser on Facebook, on like any other platform where you're like, oh, we're raising funds for this friend that's, I don't know, it can be good news or bad news. You've found like donations directly to like a family or something. This is a nonprofit, so that's why it appears when you search for it. There are other nonprofits, so you can search and they're right there. If they're not registered as a nonprofit, you will not find them there. So you can search on whether it's Instagram, Facebook, you can search In Defense of Animals and you can see us right there, San Rafael, California. That's us. That's exactly the one.
so, so does that make sense to Natalie and Brittany? You guys were asking like a similar question about the legality. It
I
does.
think I
Okay,
get it.
great.
I think I get it. I think I get what Brittany's meaning. So, Brittany, because the funds are not going through you, it is legal. Like you're not doing the fundraiser and then you're getting the money and then you're giving it. It literally goes through Facebook. Like you're just using your page as a speaker, but the money goes directly from the people to In Defense of Animals. There's no middleman in there. You're just like saying this is why I want to help. So it is legal because it doesn't go through you. The money doesn't go through your Facebook person bank account. It goes directly, so that makes it legal.
Right.
It goes directly.
I really like this question, this next question from Brittany. How do we explain how what the fundraising is for is better than money spent at other causes? I love this question because everything that you see in Defense of Animals on our webpage is this rich, rich history, going back to 1983, when we were founded, of this constant pressure campaigns that have been just revolutionary. And the focus and on justice is just really inspiring to me. I don't know about other people, but for me, I love In Defense of Animals and how we work towards justice. And I think that that's such a unique and important role to bring forward. And whatever it is to you, that's for me. That's for me personally. And I could probably think of a bunch of other reasons why I like In Defense of Animals, and
Well,
what we
Mary, I don't
do.
know, Mary, if you agree, but I think that, for example, Dexter's Law, like all of
Yeah,
these laws that have been created, it's because we're on top of it. And yeah, other people might say, "Oh, why this and not that?" I mean, of course they're gonna it's their money, they're gonna spend it, wherever they want. But you can always say like, why? Because literally like you can see um literally what it does. So for example, Dexter was a dog that was killed in a horrible way, through via adoption. And that shouldn't happen. And that guy shouldn't be able to adopt again. So that's why we create that's why we go and we push for laws to exist. So, like Mary said, it is about justice too. It's not only about, oh, we went and rescued 5 kitties from this, da da da. No,
which
but
we
we
also do.
which we do, but not only that, but we said, okay, but what happened there? Oh, they have this breeding thing. Okay, so how do we stop this? Let's push for a law. So not only do we rescue the animals, but we look how to make it better.
Right,
We work with justice. We push for laws to be approved. We push for all these things. For There's one that's running right now that's well, it's soon, about a great withdrawn of a slaughterhouse in Florida. So all of these things, it's we push for those things to make them happen.
right. It's a, I would say if you're talking about is donating to In Defense of Animals a better choice than donating to another animal rights organization, that's all up to the donor. And as you as a donor, why do you love In Defense of Animals? Like I could give you my reasons, but whatever is your reason is what's going to make people inspired, excited, interested, and encouraged to donate, right? So bring whatever it is that you love, whatever campaign you love from our website. You can go to idausa.org/news. That's all of our posts, and you're sure to find something that will make you passionate and excited and eager to share with your friends. That's what I have to say about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can literally just say, why? Because this is like I said, for example, not only did, we rescued this animal or we did that for that animal, we also push for justice. So it literally will speak from your heart. I love In Defense of Animals because I see actively how we push for all these things, whereas I know other nonprofits. Yeah, I've seen them around. Not that they're bad, you know. Thank God for a lot of animal associations, and I love that they all
I
work
think
to make it better.
we're all a part of a big rainbow
Exactly.
of different in pieces of our animal rights industry. And this is just where we are. And I like where we are. I think all the other ones are important. I think all the
Yeah,
other ones are doing good work as well, but I like where we are.
exactly. Yeah, they're every single one of them, they're there for a reason and it's great. But like Mary said, we're here and we are here to show you the receipts. We can show you where it goes. You can see exactly what it does, and you can keep up to date with everything. And that's really cool. I think that in defense of animals, it's a great association. And like I said, we have so many amazing partnerships that rescue so many animals all over.
Yeah.
idausa.org/news, and you can see all the active campaigns that we have. Mhm.
And I love what Diana is saying. The simplest way to save hundreds of animals every year is to be vegan. It's easy. Eggs and milk are slaughter industries
Oh,
too.
yeah.
The dairy industry is the beef industry. Thank you so much, Diana, for chiming in.
You are absolutely right, Diana. Always the best way is being vegan.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the only way actually, but but that's why you need to know your audience as well. Diana, Brittany, Erica, hi, JJ. I think that the important part is where you know your audience. I know, for example, a lot of my audience is Latinos, Hispanics, because I'm from Mexico City. So, for example, if I wanna move something in them, I know usually dogs. Um, like I said, I've been vegan for 15 years now. But if I just go and say, hey, like, look at this slaughterhouse, I know they're very common in Mexico. I know that they're not as close to that. So instead of pushing for that and trying to say, hey, donate for this, and they're like, yeah, well, what, Because I know my people, I know my audience, I know my friends, my Facebook friends. Um, if I tell him, hey, we're literally rescuing dogs from, in Mexico, for example, is very common. People leave dogs on roofs, no water, no shelter, no food.
Mm.
It's really bad. So I know that if I go towards that and people hate that, it's more likely that they're gonna donate for that because they're gonna be like, oh my God, poor dog. So you have to know your audience as well and push for that. If that's a campaign that you want to do, that is what you show, that is what you share, that's your fundraiser.
Which also brings us to segmentation, doesn't it? Where if you're going to share your fundraiser on a vegan group, then you'd be able to say all you like about veganism
Mhm.
and go nuts, right? But then if you share it on a different group, maybe on a shelter or something where it's more puppies and kittens, then maybe we're
Bullfighting.
not pushing the veganism so much. Maybe we're talking about the work that IDA does in Hope Animal Sanctuary. That work is impressive. Hope Animal Sanctuary is rescuing every single day. Every single day
Literally.
there are animals coming in to be rescued. Um, and then IDA India, same story, but on an even bigger scale. If you want to talk about rescuing animals, especially dogs and cats, you can tell them all about that, and that's going to cover all of that. Well, we've got more on here.
Exactly. Yeah, it's about knowing your audience, and you can, like, well, Brittany says right here, uh, you can donate a portion of the savings that veganism has brought them to the fundraisers. Yeah, exactly. So if you're talking, like Mary said, to like a vegan group or something, yeah, you can do that, of course, and that's gonna help give that push to make it a successful fundraiser. Because I know that we as well, when you create a fundraiser and you see like no movement, you can get discouraged and you can be like, oh no, I'm not raising enough money. Like, what do I do? That's why it's so important to know your audience and speak
Yeah.
from where that part goes. So if I know that I have a bunch of dog lovers in my Facebook page, I'll speak to them from that, and that will help all the
Right.
campaigns that we have for dogs.
Well, I'm convinced. I tried to do a fundraiser years and years ago, and like you said, it didn't go well, and I got discouraged. So I think I will try again now that now that you've given this presentation.
Yeah, and you
So
can
thank
start
you.
by $500. Start by, let's
Ugh,
say $500 to help
okay,
some
we'll give it a
specific
go.
cause. And then you can go from there and you can be creating fundraisers. And like I said, because we know it, Mary knows it, like
Right.
all of the money goes directly to exactly the place that you want it to go.
Hmm. And just to finish up, thank you everybody for coming today. I think that this is a great way um, to show up for animals, and you can do it even if you aren't able to stand up and go do something and carry an animal. Like if you can't do all of the things that you wish you could do, you can do this. It doesn't cost you anything. And then you are those arms. You become those arms that are rescuing animals. So,
Exactly.
Lovely image. Lovely image, Mary. And
mhm.
also, if you are out working and don't have a lot of time to do these types of open rescues, you can certainly participate this way. This is one way to help. And I want to thank you, Stephanie, for that encouraging presentation because now I feel um, a little more inspired and like I have the tools to do that. And I know you mentioned that you can go to the website and use the information there. Um, Perhaps you can share something about that. Would we go to the news section and then we could use a section of information there and then put that into the fundraiser description?
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. We make the work for you. We are there exactly like Lisa said to make it easy and you can use all of those things. We create the tools for you to go and use on your fundraiser. And I'm so happy that Lisa is encouraged now and Mary too. It is really simple and you literally like it takes a few seconds from your day to create it, share, and just put some heart in it. You know, if you're sharing that is because you believe in rescuing animals and um Mary and Lisa said, like sometimes you can't go, like I can't go and rescue. Like this is Ruby. She's a rescue, by the way. Hi, from a shelter, a high kill shelter here in LA, and sometimes I you can't go physically and do that, but if you share, every single dollar will help an animal get rescued. There was a phrase that I wrote over here that I absolutely loved, which was every animal saved has a story and every fundraiser helps write it. I think that is like a beautiful phrase because animals need to be rescued because there's so many horrible things happening to them every single second. But fundraising with a click on your phone, you're helping them miles away.
Thank you so much. That was eloquently put, and we really appreciate your presentation and everybody's time. And we hope that this will make it a little bit easier for you to help animals through the holidays. And so it's perfect timing.
Yeah.
Um,
And
really
they can
appreciate.
always reach out to us, right? To an email, they can always email us and we respond. And if you have any questions, we're here for you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
And if you send your email to info@idausa.org, you will be able to reach Mary, who's been with us today, and she will respond to you and answer your questions. So thank you all very, very much for being here. We hope you have a compassionate holiday coming up this week. And we're available for questions. You can email us if you'd like. And thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Have a
you.
wonderful day, everyone. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Stephanie.
Go
Yes.
vegan.
Cheers.
We're all excited. We'll be vegan for the holidays and beyond. Good night, everyone.